I'm not sure if anyone has ever thought about combining these two songs for any particular reason, but I did, and I'm very pleased with that idea and the outcome. In the video I dropped right before this one, I did a Blackout poem for Deborah Cox's Nobody's Supposed to Be Here. And while listening to that song, I always remember this one specific song. So that's the song that I've added to Nobody's Supposed to Be Here to make a whole new Blackout poem. Obviously, this isn't the greatest outcome for a love story or a love poem, kind of how the Nobody's Supposed to Be Here was. It was more so about, giving that chance to love, her trying to give that chance on love. But now, Stranger in My House, how it's going to end, it's like, you weren't supposed to be here, like I was saying at first. All these times I done tried to give love a chance. Here I go trying to give it again. And now it's a damn stranger in my house. I've spent all my life on a search to find love. Love has knocked me down, broken my heart. But I turn around and you're standing here. How did you get here? My heart says to take a chance in love. And you're standing here. My heart says to be here. My mind says no. I don't understand. See, this first part of the next song, I didn't know if I wanted to do I don't understand to come into that part or take that out. So I guess it could be either way. But my mind says no. I don't understand. The suspense is clouding up my head. I don't know who you are. You say you would adore me. Your shadow, no kisses, no words. If walls could talk, they would look me in the face and say, there's a stranger in house. I'm convinced that the stranger is me. I changed drastically. I want more for me, and you remain the same. You can't adore me. Or I could end it with, I want more for me. You can't adore me. I want more for me. You remain the same. You can't adore me. Okay, let me run it back one more time. I spent all my life on a search to find love. Love has knocked me down, broken my heart. But I turn around and you're standing here. How did you get here? My heart says to take a chance in love and you're standing here. My heart says to be here. My mind says no. The suspense is clouding up my head. I don't know who you are. You say you would adore me, your shadow, no kisses, no words. If walls could talk, they would look me in the face and say, there's a stranger in house. I'm convinced that the stranger is me. I changed drastically. I want more for me. You can't adore me. I think I like it like that. I didn't know if I wanted to go over the process in this one, since after I had got the first Blackout poem for Nobody's Supposed to Be Here and got the idea to do this combination, I went ahead and did it. So I didn't even think about a process or anything. I just went in for it. But I can go over some of these again to just say like what kind of stood out to me and kind of how I thought about taking it the way that I did. So I started with the first song, Nobody's Supposed to Be Here. I've spent all my life on a search to find love. So it's obviously right here, I've tried, I've changed my mind. So it could have been like, I've tried something, I've changed my mind about something, but then I caught this right here. I spent all my life on a search to find. And I was thinking about using that on a search to find in the first Blackout that I did with this song. So I knew I wanted it to start out with it being like, how did this person get here? How do I find myself in this situation again with this false love or whatever, or feeling like I'm falling in love, but then the reality sets in that maybe I've taken things too fast by letting this stranger into my house, into my heart, and into my whole, into my body. And when I said hoe, I wasn't talking about that hoe, if you caught that, but I guess in a metaphorical sense, in a poetic sense, you could say it like that and still mean that too. But I meant like coming into her whole existence, coming into, like I said, the heart and mind, coming into her being. How did I let this other person come into my space again? I don't know, but they're here, they're standing here. And there's one part of me telling me to, just open up, let them in. Open your arms, let them in, invite them in, whatever. But, And the other part is telling me, nope, nope, nope. It's just some other vampire that's just going to suck some energy from you again, going to break your heart again, repeat the cycle again. No. So that's the situation in the beginning, and it starts to kind of trickle out because she's finding herself opening up more, and then she realizes, something ain't right. There's something missing about this person and about this situation. I've spent all this time on this search to find love, and that I've got this one part saying this, my mind telling me this, my body telling me this. I need to figure this out. I don't understand why I'm having all this suspense about this person. This person is here. They're saying that they gonna adore me and love me the right way, but the actions is not showing that. It's just words. The actions, the shadow. No kisses, no words. You say you would adore me, but your actions is not uplifting those words. Your actions is not backing those words up. And the walls can see, if these walls could talk, they would be able to tell it, because there's something that I'm not seeing fully. This is a stranger in your house that was never supposed to be here. But then it's like, you know what? Maybe the stranger is me. Maybe I done lost myself. Maybe I done lost my mind. All this time I've been on a search to find love, I done lost myself in that process. Or maybe I've changed and grown so much and learned so much and healed so much about myself that I don't need to keep allowing others to come in, that I'm going to have to heal them as well, or they're going to push me 10 steps backwards. So maybe the stranger is me, because I thought I knew myself, but now there's a test coming in that's showing me, maybe not quite. Or, I thought I knew myself, or I do know myself, and I know that this ain't right. I know that I want more for myself, and I know that having all this suspense and this, cloudiness going on about this, that's not, I need something that's more clear. So what you're giving is not given. You can't adore me. So that's how it would. Let me read it again, because I really like this one. I've spent all my life on a search to find love. Love has knocked me down, broken my heart, but I turn around and you're standing here. How did you get here? My heart says to take a chance in love, and you're standing here. My heart says to be here. My mind says no. Which one would y'all listen to in that situation, your heart or your mind? The suspense is clouding up my head. I don't know who you are. You say you would adore me. Your shadow, no kisses, no words. If walls could talk, they would look me in the face and say, there's a stranger in the house. I'm convinced that the stranger is me. I changed drastically. I want more for me. You can't adore me.